Yes, there is a period in our lives, I personally call it the waiting period. It's a period that precedes a particular thing you've been expecting, something wonderful in your life, something that will take you to the next level of greatness. It might be in form of marriage proposal, it might be a nice job that you're waiting for. So the period that precedes this particular breakthrough, okay, is a period I call the waiting period. Now, how do you manage your waiting period? First, one of the things you should know about the waiting period is that it's the waiting period for your friend as he expects that thing to happen, and the waiting period for your own life may be totally different. So that your friend spent 2 years waiting for that thing doesn't mean you spend the same 2 years. It might be shorter, it might be longer. So that one clearly tells you that don't compare your life with the life of another. You can learn from people, but don't compare your life with the life of somebody else beside you, close or near. You have a unique life and you must have that understanding. So within the period you're waiting for that wonderful thing to happen in your life, there are things you have to put in place. You need to prepare for this success, for this breakthrough, so that you will be able to manage it and keep it. It's not everyone that attains a level of success that is able to sustain that success. Some people get success, they get carried away, and then they lose their mind, and they lose the success eventually. But you can have your success, you can get your miracles, you can get your breakthrough and keep it, depending on how you have handled your waiting period. So within that waiting period, build the attitude that can make you keep the breakthrough. And one of the ways you can build the attitude is by reading books. You want to get married, the man has not surfaced, and you are trusting God, you are praying. What do you do within that period? Have you read books about marriage? Do you know how to manage marriage? Your age doesn't determine that you are mature for marriage. You need to build the virtues that will make you sustain the marriage when the marriage comes. The same thing is applicable to other things you're expecting in your life, other wonderful things. It might be your job, it might be any other thing you're waiting for. You need to sustain, you need to build the attitude that will sustain that thing when it comes. Apart from reading books, learn from the lives of others. It might be in form of reading biographies. You might even have to listen to the story of others. Some people have passed through what you're about to enter. Some of them did not manage it well. They are already teaching others how not to repeat their mistakes. You can learn from them. Learn to read books. Read also biographies. There is nothing new. You are about to enter what somebody has entered before. If you are fortunate to meet them physically to learn from them, fine. If not, you can read books about people that have been through that. What you do within the waiting period will determine what happens when the breakthrough eventually comes. Work on your mindset. If you're trusting God for a wonderful job that will promote you financially, and you do not work on your mindset, probably the mindset you have is when your salary increases to this amount, these are the first things you will do. You get a nice apartment, you get a very big car, you will do this, you do that. You need to learn how to manage money if it is financial breakthrough you're waiting for. Money does not just come and stay. The Bible says it has wings. It can fly away. So build the habit on how to manage money so that money can work well for you. This is also applicable to other things you're waiting for. Your waiting period is not a period for you to keep crying because others are getting theirs and yours has not arrived. When it gets to your turn, as a Christian, nothing can stop you. Once God has promised you, you have confirmed this is the will of the Lord for you, when your time comes, you will rejoice and you will celebrate. Okay? But the most important thing is prepare for what is ahead. That is what can make you sustain the blessing. The waiting period is as vital as the period when you get the breakthrough or the miracles. Preparing to sustain the breakthrough when it comes is very important. One thing is to get a miracle, another thing is to sustain it. For you to be able to sustain your breakthrough when it comes, you need to prepare towards it. Work on your mindset and work on your attitude. And above all, involve God in everything you do, then your success will be retained.